Morning, folks. It's day 20, March 15th. I don't even know what day it is, guys. This is what we're waking up to. It is pouring down rain. It's thundering and lightning, so we're going to stay in the shelter for just a little while to try to wait out this and see what it does. I could turn this around and show you a little bit about what we're looking at, but you're not going to see much. But I'm going to go ahead and do it. Let you see it.
It's raining too hard. Drowns it out.
Yeah. This is what we got, folks. We're gonna wait it out just a little while and see what happens. Hey everybody. I guess sitting in the shelter is not gonna get us to Maine, so we're out in it this morning. They say it's gonna rain all day, but looks like the thunder and lightning has stopped, so we're heading out. Don't know how many miles we're going to do. I think we're aiming for 12. But a lot depends on the weather. We have a bailout point at about 7.5. We can get to a shelter at about 7.5. So a lot depends on the weather, how it's doing, what the trail conditions are. Right now it's just wet and sloppy. What a difference a day makes, huh? Still heading north. We'll see you in a little bit. Gonna have to be content with views being the trail today, folks. This is the view you get if you look out. Not much to see. So the trail will be it, unless it brightens up today. They're not calling for it, but you never know. Weather out here can change on a dime. And I found out from one of my other rainy day videos, these misty rainy scenes on the trail, they're not too bad themselves. Kind of look nice. We were just talking 5 days in the Smokies, and this is the first rain we've had. So we are blessed. I'll take this, and not only that, it's a warm rain. So we're not out here shivering and freezing to death. So we'll take it. Tonight should be our last night in the Smokies. We'll be through the Smokies tonight, so we'll see where we go from there. Till then, let me turn this thing off because I got a big step down here. Got a little bit of pretty trail here. The bluegrass is going on up in front of me. That big crowd that was at the shelter last night heading to the same shelter we are tonight, so we may not get a bed in the shelter. We may have to set up the tents tonight, which isn't bad as long as it's not rain. It's not, you know, the tents are waterproof and there's no problem with it. It's just you got to pack up a wet tent in the morning. That's the only reason we like staying in the shelter. Plus the Smokies, you're supposed to stay in the shelters anyway unless it's full, so that's what we're doing. All right, well, the trail's getting back to normal, so we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. This has pretty much been the trail all day. Let's see, we're just splashing them down in it. No shortage of water. And you don't have to worry about it being too slick because the water has washed all the mud off these rocks. So we can actually walk on them. But it's pretty much a trail all the way down. I haven't been videoing a lot today. And I'm going to stop videoing now. Just because it is kind of treacherous. All right, see you up the trail. Don't know if you can hear me or not with the wind We got a little bit of break in the weather, so figured I'd show y'all some of the views. We don't have big views, but we have some. You can see out through there, there's a little bit. Still walking in the water though. Just want to let everybody know too, I know I had a lot of people express their concern for my ankle and really worried about it. Most of the swelling is completely gone. All the ugly coloration, there may be a little bit of yellow left, but not much. But I'm probably up to about 85% now. I don't know if you've noticed, just by the way I'm walking on the trail, I'm not doing a lot of limping. So it's doing much better. Still think it was nothing but a sprain. It was a pretty bad sprain, but a sprain nonetheless. And able to keep going, so thank you for all your concern. I think all the prayers helped. I do appreciate that. Even the IT band on my knee is doing much better. So I think I'll keep going a little while longer. Hope you guys stick with me. It's almost noon. It's amazing how dark it is in these woods. I feel like it's about 6 o'clock. I know the camera probably lightening it back up for you guys, but it's incredibly dark in here. Still see a lot of water runoff today. Feet are soaking wet, but you know, sometimes that ice cold water kind of has healing properties on your feet, so I'm not gonna complain. It actually feels pretty good. And actually, when you get to a place where you don't have running water, I have on 100% wool socks and they tend to warm up real quick. They don't dry out real quick, but they get warm real quick. Pretty area to give us a video, guys. Thought I'd give you guys a view. Got a couple of these places that are running down. And they just keep going. You see it going up through there. Sometimes when it rains like this, it gives you views you wouldn't normally get. So take advantage of them and enjoy every one you get. Oh wow, I doubt this one's running this fast all the time. Water just comes out of everywhere, guys. The rain has currently stopped, but we've gotten so much in the last few hours that it's all got to go somewhere to make all those creeks and make all those rivers that make all those lakes, and eventually goes to the ocean. But now I see where all that water comes from. It just comes out of holes like that right there. You go up, there's nothing. Well, folks, this is supposed to be a site with a view, but there's all the view we've got. You know, though, in a way, doesn't that make an awesome picture? I believe I'm gonna take a still of that. Hey guys, just going past Deer Creek Gap, which is mile 227. It's like the sun's trying to come out here. Would give you guys a view, but not a lot to see out there. So you get to see my smiling face. Anyway, we're not too awful far from camp. I think I got about, I don't know, I hadn't even looked, probably 3 or 4 more miles, but that's one of the things I don't look at too closely. I feel like I'll get there when I get there. But today has turned out, to start out such a nasty day, turned out to be pretty good. My feet are soaking wet, but actually, right now they feel good. So this cold water may be helping them. The hiking has been wonderful. Hadn't had a whole lot of, we've had some ups and downs, but not a whole lot. And rather than mud, we've got small rocks, and I think all the rain has washed out a lot of the mud. So it's not so slippery. You feel like you got better footing out here. Oh, wait a minute. Let me stop here. I just got a view here. It's clearing out. Let you guys see it. It's starting to come in. Pretty interesting with the clouds rolling like that. Yeah. That turned out well. Anyway, we're still heading north, feeling good, enjoying the day. Actually, been one of the better feeling days. I feel great today. This is a good day. And like I told you earlier, I appreciate all the prayers you guys have given for me. I wholeheartedly believe in the power of prayer. And I think I needed it, because like I I said, I'm feeling good today. Everything's feeling well. And even the rain hasn't been so bad. So anyway, until I get to camp or until I see another good site, this is Bandit heading north, and I'll get you next time. Just past the site of a old airplane crash here. There's pieces, parts everywhere. I don't know when this happened, but I do know up here, but just you could not get all the pieces, all the parts out. I mean parts of airplane. Been going down for what seems like the last mile. And I noticed as we're going down, the spruces have disappeared. The mountain laurel are back. So I don't know how far down we're going, but you can definitely tell the difference in the trail. Hey folks, I'm at Camel Gap. Got a little bit of a view here. Clouds are breaking up a little bit. Thought I would show you a little bit. I'm about a mile from camp. I'm at mile 229, I believe. Anyway, only about a mile from camp, so it's not far. I'll show you when I get to camp. I'll try to do a better job of closing out at night. Sometimes it's so tired when you get in camp, all you want to do is just get things set up, get something to eat. I know you guys want to see a little bit more. Don't think I'm going to be able to video me trying to get my food ready because it's just too hard. Anyway, here's what the trail looks like. So you got a little view of it anyway. It's another one of those places where it's a really long climb and I can't talk a whole lot because I'm breathing too hard. But it's very misty and very pretty. So I'm gonna stop and just let you admire it. And I'm gonna head on up the trail and put this up, because you guys don't want to hear me huffing and puffing. Less than a half mile to the shelter. Kind of a pleasant walk. Misty up here in the clouds. Thought I'd share that with you. Big old thing of mud I just stepped in. Come off to the side and see what I'm looking at. There you go. I tell you, a lot of people, when it gets rainy and misty, they say they don't want to come out here. Sometimes it can be some of the most beautiful times there are to hike the trail, any trail. It's peaceful, it's serene. The only other hikers I've seen today have been other through hikers. People just don't want to come out. When it's weather like this, they don't know what they're missing. So now if you're watching this, you get to see what you're missing. Kind of fitting to get close to the end of the day and we finally get a view of the mountains. Should be coming into camp or to the shelter right around this corner. Taking a little easy coming down this hill. Hills are bad for knees and ankles. Anyway, once we get there, I'll turn this thing back on so you guys can see it. Not quite the camp, but it got so pretty once I turned that corner. I said, might I'll show this. It's funny how the camera does a better job of capturing all the colors when you don't have a lot of bright sunshine. There's home for tonight, folks. There's the shelter. And up in that corner is a privy. Can't wait to get there. This is Cosby Knob Shelter. I have to look at to see the elevation. But it's at mile 231. I'll get you a little more once I get there.